In this video, we'll look at how much faster and easier it is to provision enterprise-ready cloud infrastructure with Fathym versus from scratch using the Azure portal. First, we'll give our Fathym workspace a project name and lookup, which will become your custom URL path. Agree to the terms, click Setup, and we're on our way. Unlike many low-code or infrastructure-as-a-service platforms, Fathym sets up all infrastructure in your own cloud. This means it's always accessible and always yours. So once you create an Azure account, you'll need to go into the portal one time, grab your keys, and paste them in here to connect your Azure. Now you can choose your infrastructure template. The first one's perfect for web apps or data applications. The second is meant for Internet of Things projects and streaming real-time data. Now click Finalize and Deploy, and behind the scenes, Fathym will create a personalized version of the Fathym framework on your Azure, a best practice cloud infrastructure designed for data applications or IoT, a default Azure DevOps infrastructure, a default file structure, a custom CNAME and hostname with SSL security certification, access to the Fathym integrated developer environment for low-code app development, and a library of open source template data applications to help get you started. All right, kick back with a beer and a book, and in less than 15 minutes, Fathym will do all the hard work of setting up a best practice, enterprise-ready cloud infrastructure for you. Meanwhile, if you know what you're doing, like my colleague Matt here, you can spend the time setting it all up from scratch in the Azure portal. It took tutorials and digging through documentation, but I think he's got it down to about a half hour. I've sped it up to 2000% here because I know how exciting it is to watch someone read or code, but let's compare what it takes to set up infrastructure in Fathym versus Azure. And in the time it took me to say all that, Fathym's already set up your workspace and secure hosting. It's also connected to DevOps for fluid source control builds and deployment. Now Fathym's got your scalable infrastructure connected. And again, this is set up in your Azure so you can dig in and make changes at any time. Fathym's now configured your domain, user security, host setup, and SSL security certification. All right, Fathym's got your application development environment all set up, giving you the tools you need to create and manage version control of data flows, web apps, APIs, and IoT dashboards. Now, if you click Open, you'll be taken to your Fathym IDE with all the no and low-code tools to quickly create and scale a data solution. Or you can start the app development process from scratch as well, but we hope you fathom it.